الله يا الله عبدك يلبي نداك.
Welcome back to The Miracle of the Quran. Facts that will blow your mind. Imagine over 1400 years ago, a book was revealed that described natural wonders, human anatomy, and cosmic mysteries, details we're only uncovering with modern science today. Is it possible these insights were simply guesses? Or is there something more, something that points to a knowledge beyond human limits? In today's episode, we're going to look at more miracles from the Quran, each fact seemingly impossible to have been known back then. Ready to explore these timeless wonders? Let's begin. The communication of ants. Let's start with something surprising. The Quran describes a unique form of communication among ants. Yes, tiny ants. In Surah An-Naml, chapter 27, verse 18, Allah says,
حتى إذا أتوا على واد النمل قالت نملة يا أيها النمل ادخلوا مساكنكم لا يحطمنكم سليمان وجنوده وهم لا يشعرون.
And when they came across a valley of ants, an ant warned, "O ants, go quickly into your homes, so Solomon and his armies do not crush you unknowingly." Quran 27:18. Look closely at this scene. An ant is warning its colony of approaching danger, telling them to retreat. We might think of ants as simple insects, but science has revealed they communicate complex messages using pheromones, which are chemical signals, as well as sounds and vibrations. Ants can alert each other to danger, identify food sources, and organize their colonies in ways that are surprisingly sophisticated. This kind of organized communication wasn't discovered until modern times. Researchers now know that ants live in highly organized societies with teamwork that rivals even some human communities. So how could the Quran contain such accurate detail about a communication method invisible to the naked eye and unknown to human knowledge in the 7th century? This verse is a reminder to look deeper into creation and wonder at the wisdom behind it. The role of plants in sustaining life. Next, let's take a closer look at plants, the silent providers that sustain all life on earth. In Surah Abasa, chapter 80, verses 24-32, Allah says,
فلينظر الإنسان إلى طعامه أنا صببنا الماء صبا ثم شققنا الأرض شقا فأنبتنا فيها حبا وعنبا وقضبا وزيتونا ونخلا وحدائق غلبا وفاكهة وأبا متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم.
Let people then consider their food, how we pour down rain in abundance and meticulously split the earth open for sprouts, causing grain to grow in it, as well as grapes and greens, and olives and palm trees, and dense orchards, and fruit and fodder, all as a means of sustenance for you and your animals. Quran 80:24-32. Think about this. These verses describe the importance of water for plant life and how plants emerge from the soil, providing food, shelter, and life. Today, we know that plants produce the oxygen we breathe, stabilize ecosystems, and offer vital resources to all living creatures. Plants even help in controlling the climate, absorbing carbon dioxide and providing homes for countless species. In the Quran, we see this interconnectedness laid out beautifully. Rain brings life to the soil, plants provide for animals and humans, and ecosystems work in harmony. How could the Quran describe such a complete picture of life's dependence on plants over 1400 years ago without the knowledge of ecology or biology? It's a reminder that the wisdom in the Quran touches on the intricate relationships in the natural world, relationships science is still uncovering. The phases of the moon. For centuries, humans have looked to the skies for answers. The moon in particular has fascinated us with its beauty and mysterious changes. The Quran, however, references the moon's phases in a way that's remarkably accurate. In Surah Ya-Sin, chapter 36, verse 39, Allah says,
وَالْقَمَرَ قَدَّرْنَاهُ مَنَازِلَ حَتَّى عَادَ كَالْعُرْجُونِ الْقَدِيمِ.
As for the moon, we have ordained precise phases for it, until it ends up looking like an old, curved palm stalk. Quran 36:39. This verse speaks of the moon moving through phases, from crescent to full and back to crescent, just as modern astronomy confirms. What's fascinating is the description, like an old date stalk, which captures the moon's thin, curved shape at the end of its cycle, a detail that would be familiar to early desert communities, but still aligns with modern lunar observations. Today, we understand that the moon's phases are due to its orbit around Earth, revealing different parts of its illuminated side. How could such precise knowledge of the moon's phases exist 1400 years ago without telescopes or astronomical instruments? This verse encourages us to reflect on the wisdom in the natural order and the mystery of creation. The moon as a measurement of time. Beyond its beauty, the moon has served as a natural calendar for humanity. Many cultures, including Islamic tradition, base their months on lunar cycles. The Quran's descriptions of the moon remind us not only of its phases, but its role in helping us mark time, seasons, and events. Think about it. Before modern calendars, people used the moon's cycles to organize their lives, from planting crops to planning journeys. From guiding religious observances to helping societies structure their lives, the moon has been a symbol of time and rhythm. The Quran's verses about the moon remind us of the delicate balance in the cosmos that benefits us in countless ways, the uniqueness of plants and their pairs. Now, let's talk about something you might not expect: plants and their pairs. In Surah Ar-Ra'd, chapter 13, verse 3, Allah says,
وهو الذي مد الأرض وجعل فيها رواسي وأنهارا ومن كل الثمرات جعل فيها زوجين اثنين يغشي الليل النهار إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون.
And He is the one who spread out the earth and placed firm mountains and rivers upon it, and created fruits of every kind in pairs. He covers the day with night. Surely in this are signs for those who reflect. Quran 13:3. This verse reveals a concept that modern botany has confirmed. Many plants have distinct male and female parts. In some plants, both parts exist in a single flower. In others, they're separate and rely on external factors, like wind or bees, to transfer pollen and complete fertilization. Imagine, over 1400 years ago, a text described plants in pairs before botany explained plant reproduction. This pairing concept even extends beyond plants to relationships in ecosystems. Animals rely on plants, plants rely on animals, and all of nature depends on a balance between complementary forces. Could such a sophisticated understanding of life's balance be merely a guess? The design of the human fingerprint. Finally, let's explore a feature that's unique to each of us, our fingerprints. Long before we understood fingerprint science, the Quran referenced these intricate designs as a symbol of identity. In Surah Al-Qiyamah, chapter 75, verse 4, Allah says,
بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه.
Yes, we are able to reconstruct his very fingertips. Quran 75, 4. Today, we know that fingerprints are unique to each individual, including identical twins. They're now vital in identity verification, forensics, and security. But over 1,400 years ago, the fingertips were highlighted as a distinct part of human identity. How remarkable is that? This verse reminds us that our individuality was recognized in ancient times. Even our fingertips have a story to tell about who we are. The Quran invites us to explore the world around us and reflect on the details, both large and small, that reveal a timeless wisdom. Are these facts just ancient observations, or do they hint at something far greater? Share with us which miracle amazed you the most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep exploring these wonders with us. Until next time, may peace and blessings be with you.